everyone, welcome to another Plutonium Guy Plays video. Today it is Big Paintball, as you guys can all clearly see, and I will be showing you guys the 10 best starter guns from the worst one to the best one. The first one is obviously the default weapon. You get it for free at the beginning. It has a lot of drop. It doesn't do very much damage to sentries either, so if you are trying to be good at the game, you do not want to use this very long. In fact, if you want to be good at the game at all, you might consider using this never. That's not an option though, but you can try. It is easily the worst. I have gotten exactly 0 tags with it, and I'm getting tagged. I'm not even going to try and kill someone with it because it's just that bad. So the second worst gun you guys might think is the SMG. That is not it. The Tommy gun is worse than like every other gun except the default gun. Let me show you why. So you're coming into this thinking like, wow, it's a Tommy gun. It's going to be sick. And then you realize it's a burst weapon. Guys, burst weapon, I don't care what game it is. I don't care how good you are with burst guns. This is horrible. A burst weapon with drop, especially this, look at how much this drops. That's not a very accurate representation. Look at how much it drops. I know I'm being like a whiny puss here, but literally that's like the worst thing ever when you have a burst weapon is drop. So the Tommy gun, I can't really do a whole lot with it, so I'm not going to show you it for very long either. The third worst gun, or should I say the third from worst gun, is the SMG. It, however, I like it. It's only not higher on the list because it's just not good. Like, I can't be dishonest about how good it is. It's just not great. So it has a ton of drop, but that's to be expected with an SMG type weapon, like most of them do. Even the P90, I'm pretty sure, has like a billion years of drop. It's just the nature of a weapon like this. So I'm not complaining about the drop nearly as much as I did on the one before on this one, because let's be real, SMGs are kind of supposed to drop. It's got a lot of the fire rate is crazy good. It's one of the better ones in the game compared to like the minigun and stuff. Like, it's on the higher end of rate of fires. It obviously doesn't come close to the dark matter gun or anything like that, because let's be real, it's the second gun in the game. But yeah, so that is the third worst. The fourth worst, you guys might think, oh, it's just the Deagle. No, this list is very not by the way the game tells it. It's actually how good they are. The Akimbo Uzi is the fourth worst. It, just like the SMG, is an SMG type weapon, obviously, because that's literally what Uzis are. It's a fine weapon. It's not the best thing in the world. It's a dual Uzi type thing. So it's what you would expect. Lots of drop, high rate of fire, lots of drop. It takes a while to kill a sentry with it as well. So most of these first ones take a long time to kill a sentry. I'm not very good with the ones with drop because I just am not. Like, I'm better with the ones with a little bit of drop or no drop at all. So I'm going to move on from that one. So the Akimbo Uzis is the fourth. The fifth is the Deagle. You guys are probably thinking that was like 3 because based on this list. But no, the Deagle might be, I wouldn't dare say it's the best, like, very beginner gun, but it's really high up on my list. The only reason it is not number 1 on this list, like as the best one, is because of its crazy amount of shots to kill a sentry. Unfortunately, it does very little to a sentry, which, as you guys were seeing earlier, it does actually matter. Like, I was trying to kill a sentry from one person, but I just couldn't really do that effectively. It took a while. But, other than that, it's a phenomenal hand cannon type weapon. Its drop is next to none, I would say. It's a crazy weapon. I don't know what to dislike about it other than its sentry killing abilities. So the number 6 on this list, it is not the UMP or the M4. It's the M249. I have to think about that name every time I say it, and here's why it's not the best. Like, here's why it's number 6. This fire rate is crazy good. It's a machine gun. You can't argue with the fire rate on a machine gun, but it's pretty much the same as the SMG. Only it's a lot more expensive. Literally, this weapon is basically the same thing, and I'm not saying that the SMG is bad. I'm just saying I'm not willing to pay 30,000 coins, credits, or whatever they're called. I don't care what you call them in this game. I'm not willing to spend 30,000 on something I could spend 2,700 on. It just seems silly. It just seems useless. So that's why this did not get higher. Again, I do not hate this weapon. I just think the price is absurd and outrageous for the weapon that it actually is. So it's really, again, I'm trying not to like absolutely just rip these weapons, but they're just not the best. I'm sorry. I can't really like be dishonest about how good these are. See, like, I'm doing well here because it's got a crazy good fire rate. So these people are trying to come out, and I'm just laying down fire, and boom shakalaka, there they go. And oh, this guy is Okay, there we go. So I'm doing really well with it, absurdly. But yeah, so that is all I'm going to show you with that one. The next best one, number 7 on the list, number 7 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, there are 10 of these, is the M4. It does not have nearly as much drop as this weapon. It's cool. I like it. It's basically like what you would expect from a rifle. The description is literally a decent full auto rifle, none of which of that description can I argue with. It's all crazy accurate, and I love the M4. Again, the only reason it didn't get higher is because of its sentry killing abilities. And yes, guys, before you just wonder, am I going to knock all of them for their sentry killing abilities? There are a couple on this list that are actually very good at killing sentries. The M4, however, is not one of them. It takes, I believe, 5 hits, which is just not great, guys. Like, sure, it shoots 5 shots very fast, but how long are you going to be alive against a sentry that you didn't know was there until 2 seconds ago? But, you know, the drop is great. Everything else about this weapon is phenomenal, and other than that one thing, I just love it. So, yeah, it's definitely a solid number 7. Alright, number 8, guys. It is basically the same thing as the number 5, except there's 2 of them. It's the Dual Deagle. This is the second weapon where I've had dual, so it's been the Akimbo Uzis, which I just call them the Uzis because there's not just a single Uzi. It's the Dual Deagles. The Dual Deagles, they're crazy good. They have just the same amount of drop as the Deagles. It's basically literally the same weapon as the Deagles. Actually, it is just the same weapon as the Deagles, with the sole exception of the number of that they are. Like, there's 2 of them instead of 1, which, first off, it gives them the ultimate cool factor, but second off, it means they kill sentries twice as fast. Now, before you just look at me like I'm stupid, it shoots twice as fast, so therefore it can kill a sentry twice as fast. I believe, don't quote me on this, it's the same number of shots on a sentry still, but when you're shooting twice as fast, you're doing twice as much damage to it. So, yeah, that's pretty much the best part about these, is their sentry killing abilities and also just their crazy range. If you're a beginner and you can get 40,000 coins really quick, buy these all the way, guys. Like, these are some of the primo weapons in the game. I guarantee you will love them if you like semi-automatic weapons. Number 9 on the list, guys. You might have noticed I haven't shown you the UMP yet. That's because this weapon holds a special place in my heart. Not as the best, but as the second best beginner weapon ever. Because it is literally... It's an SMG. It's the SMG, but better, because there's less drop, more fire rate, and it's just good. It's just overall fantastic. I literally can't say enough good things about this weapon. There are people who have hundreds of thousands of coins because they've just used this gun repeatedly. That's how good it is, guys. It's a grindable gun. It's very, like, versatile. You can hit from range or you can hit from close range. It doesn't matter what you're good at or what you're not good at. It is truly the Renaissance man of paintball weapons in this game. It's beautiful, I love it, and everyone who uses it should say something positive about it because it's just that good. I personally think that if they were to nerf a weapon, it would have to be this one because its price is very good for what you get. So this is the 9th best weapon, and you guys, I can't wait to show you the best weapon. It is a little subjective because, you know, the number 1 always have to be a little, you know, controversial. I personally think that number 10 is definitely, actually number 1 technically, number 1 is definitely the number 1. I am putting the Scout as the best weapon in the game. Here's why. You guys gotta look at this drop rate. It's insane. I fire into this building directly at this guy's face, and I hit him. It's not like I'm very close to him or anything, it's just that its drop is crazy good. It's so good. Like, I literally just shot over a person's head by barely aiming above them. It's a crazy good weapon, especially if you like semi-automatic things or snipers. Like, if you are one of those people who can hit true aim shots, this is the weapon for you all day, because it is the most true aim beginner gun in the entire game. It's great and crazy and phenomenal, and I love it. It's so good, especially because even if you don't scope in hard like this, you can just still no-scope pretty easily. It's, like, not hard at all, actually. It's, like, super easy to no-scope, and I'm going to just go ahead and kill out that sentry right there real quick. Yep, there we go. That way I can go through here and try and show you guys some no-scoping. So you put that sentry down here, and where is a person? No-scope, right there. Super easy. Right there. Oh, my goodness. You know, it's just so good. I love it. It's so much. It's literally... I've said this before, but it's my favorite gun in the entire game that I have that's in the beginner category. Obviously, I have the golden gun and flame gun, which by nature are going to be better, but I had to spend Robux on those because they're crazy expensive, which means they're also crazy good. Not necessarily, actually, but the two weapons that I bought, the flame gun and golden gun, are both very good quality weapons, I would say. And I love the scout, guys. I can't say enough good things about it. It does a fast sentry kill. It does a good drop rate. It's just phenomenal. I cannot say enough bad or good things about this. There's nothing bad to say about it either. It's just great. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Please don't dislike the video. Give another one of my videos a try before you just say that I'm the worst. If you did like it, thank you. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see everybody in my next video.